Welcome back, true believers, to another Spider-Man PS4 related video, and today isn't really necessary about Spider-Man PS4. I just thought it would be a really cool topic to kind of discuss over, and one of you guys also gave me a recommendation to do it, so here's me trying to go over it, and that is, what exactly would a co-op slash multiplayer Spider-Man game look like? Not like a Marvel co-op game, but I mean a fully only related to Spider-Man co-op game. And, you know, the cool thing about that would be is that even though we have games like Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Marvel vs. Capcom, where you can play as different Marvel characters and fight and also team up and try and attack things together cooperatively or competitively, it doesn't revolve around Spider-Man, it revolves around the Marvel heroes. The reason why I think it would be cool to have a multiplayer Spider-Man game is because of all the different possibilities that could ensue. It could mean you could play as Spider-Man, you know, the original Spider-Man, or what I thought, and what a lot of other people thought as well, is that when Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions was announced, we thought that was going to be a multiplayer Spider-Man game because of how it would be cool if we could be cooperatively or competitively working together or against each other with our friends as different Spider-Men and try and compete with one another or cooperatively work with one another in the sense of the different dimensions, which would be totally awesome. You know, because how we kind of thought it would work and how also a co-op slash competitive Spider-Man game would work if it was multiplayer is kind of in the sense of how Shattered Dimensions was going to work, where we had different versions or iterations of Spider-Man. We could go and play as that version of Spider-Man that we choose to be because we all love different versions. One of my personal favorites in Shattered Dimensions was Ultimate Spider-Man because of how it was the Ultimate Comic Spider-Man, and also he was in the black suit, which, yes to both of those. And it would be cool if you could do that on every occasion with all of the Spider-Men, or if it was with one Spider-Man, we could all take different turns of being the same singular Spider-Man while trying to do things that maybe the other players or the other friends of yours were not able to do. And what I'm trying to say is that, for example, if we had a co-op Spider-Man game, which we thought was Shattered Dimensions, if they were to do that again, they could have done it in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, which is what I wish they did in the first place, where they made it free roam. I know that would be asking a lot for a game developer to do, to basically make 4 separate free roaming worlds, one for the future, for 2099, one for the past, for Spider-Man Noir, one for the modern day, or, you know, our world, quote-unquote our world, for the Amazing Universe or the 616 Universe, and kind of another version of the modern world, but just with different types of structures on it, or make it look more kind of postmodern, I would say, or kind of more comic book modern, for the Ultimate Universe, which is how I and a lot of other people thought it was going to happen in the first place, where the majority of the game was going to be co-op or competitive, where I could play as Ultimate Spider-Man, someone else could play as Spider-Man Noir, someone else would play as 2099, and another person would play as the Amazing Spider-Man, and we could either try and beat each other in the levels, or fight in the same dimension. Like, if all 3 Spider-Men were in one dimension, it would add a lot of differentiations and stuff, and team up to try and take out the one villain. Like, if the Spider-Man were in 2099's world trying to take out Scorpion, it would be awesome to see if the Ultimate Spider-Man, Spider-Man Noir, and the Amazing Spider-Man teaming up in the futuristic world of 2099, and all your other friends and your, you know, friends on your PlayStation list and your friends playing the game, could go and try to compete with one another, either by saying, like, no, I'm going to get Scorpion first, you can't beat me, or if it was a free-roaming world, it'd be cool to see, like, well, you guys go take out Scorpion, I'm going to take out these low-level petty thugs in the streets of futuristic New York, or, you know, it would be seamless in the sense if it was a next-generation co-op Spider-Man game, with the sense that I think it could only work if it was a co-op competitive Spider-Man game, if it was in the sense of Shattered Dimensions. There would be multiple Spider-Men that you could choose from, or Spider-Women, the Spider-People from the Spider-Verse, and you could choose whichever one you want to be. do however you wanted to do, or do whatever you want to do in that world, and do tons of differentiations of things in that world, and it would be incredibly fun for you and your friends or your foes to see what other things you could possibly be doing. Same thing for the Scorpion idea, is that, like, what if you could seamlessly go from one dimension to the other and try and see how different you could try and make it look like? For example, like what I was saying before, is that you could go into the 2099 world, but then your friends could also try and help you take out Scorpion, or maybe another friend could try and go out and take out Doc Ock in the futuristic 2099 world, or the other Spider-Man could go and, like, you know what, no, I'm going to go hang out in the Noir universe and just see how cool it looks in 1940s New York City. Or, you know, the Ultimate Spider-Man could go back into the Ultimate world and try and take out his bosses, while also teaming up with, like, maybe, like, someone else, like the Iron Spider, or Agent Venom maybe, or, you know, hell, even like Lady Spider, like the Steampunk Spider. You know, different dimensions of Spider people would be really cool to hang out, because it would give diversity for players, it would give interactions that you would not be able to do in a normal game, and it would allow for more freedom across the Marvel fans to try and stretch out their spider agility, hone their skills, test their acrobatics, try and see how good they are in the combat, try and beat other friends' high scores on leaderboards, and maybe even you could verse your own friends as one Spider-Man, like Ultimate Spider-Man versus Spider-Man Noir. Maybe Spider-Man Noir has to try and dodge Ultimate Spider-Man's tendril attacks, while Ultimate Spider-Man has to try and see if he can spot Spider-Man in the dark while he's doing the stealth elements. And it'd be cool to pit one Spider-Man against the other and see how that could work in a very fluid and fast-paced and diverse multiplayer/co-op experience. Let me know what all of your thoughts are in the comment section down below. I'm sorry that this wasn't really Spider-Man PS4 related. I just thought this would be a kind of cool topic to discuss. I'm going to put credit of whoever suggested the idea in the comments section down below. Same thing with my last video. I'm sorry that I haven't been commenting recently, guys. I've been more busy at college, and I've been feeling a little sick recently. Even though I don't sound sick, I just feel a little bit sick. But I am going to comment to every one of your comments. I love reading all your comments and replying back to all your comments. If I don't comment, I will eventually. Just give me some time. I promise I will do my best to try and respond to all of your guys' comments at my best potential. But until then, make sure you stay tuned, true believers. More Spider-Man PS4 videos related to more Spider-Man related PS4 videos to come. Peace out.